The first plague, water to blood, profound teachings and day-to-day applications. The Bible is a treasure trove of timeless wisdom, and one of its most captivating stories is that of the 10 plagues inflicted upon Egypt. Each plague carries profound teachings, revealing the power of divine intervention and the consequences of resisting God's will. In this video, we will delve into the first plague, water to blood, exploring its significance and practical applications in our daily lives. Understanding the first plague. In the book of Exodus 7 verses 14 to 25, the first plague is described as God turning the waters of Egypt into blood. This affliction upon the Nile River, a vital source of life and sustenance, was a clear demonstration of God's supremacy over the natural elements. It served as a warning to Pharaoh, who had hardened his heart and refused to let the Israelites, God's chosen people, go free from slavery. The teachings of the first plague. Divine judgment and justice. The first plague highlights God's role as a just judge. It reminds us that there are consequences for our actions, especially when we mistreat others or defy God's moral principles. It encourages us to be mindful of our deeds and consider the repercussions they may have on ourselves and those around us. God's authority over creation. By transforming water into blood, God showcases His absolute authority over nature. This teaches us that even the most fundamental elements of life are subject to His command. Acknowledging this power cultivates a sense of awe and humility within us, recognizing that we are mere stewards of the world He created. The folly of arrogance. Pharaoh's stubbornness and arrogance led to his downfall. The first plague teaches us the dangers of pride and the importance of remaining humble. It encourages us to approach life with an open heart, willing to learn and grow from our experiences. The value of freedom. The Israelites' plight under Egyptian slavery highlights the value of freedom and liberation. The first plague serves as a reminder that we should cherish our freedom and not take it for granted. Moreover, it motivates us to stand up against oppression and work towards ensuring liberty for all. Mercy and repentance. Despite Pharaoh's hardness of heart, God's willingness to remove the plague when He relented shows us the boundless mercy of the Almighty. This teaches us the significance of repentance and turning away from our wrongdoings. It reassures us that no matter how far we may have strayed, God's mercy is always available to those who seek it with sincerity. Day-to-day applications. The teachings from the first plague are not confined to ancient times, but remain highly relevant in our day-to-day lives. Here are some practical applications. Respecting the environment. Recognizing God's authority over creation should motivate us to be responsible stewards of the environment. We should strive to preserve natural resources, reduce pollution, and take proactive steps to safeguard the planet for future generations. Practicing humility and empathy. The folly of arrogance demonstrated through Pharaoh's actions teaches us the value of humility. We should seek to understand and empathize with others, treating them with kindness and compassion. Advocating for justice. The first plague reminds us of the importance of standing up for justice and equality. We should actively oppose oppression and work towards creating a just society where everyone's rights are respected. Appreciating freedom. We should never take our freedom for granted. Gratitude for the liberties we enjoy should inspire us to support the freedom of others and strive for a world where all individuals can live without fear of oppression. Seeking forgiveness and forgiving others. Just as God showed mercy to Pharaoh, we should be willing to forgive those who seek forgiveness sincerely. Simultaneously, we must also be humble enough to ask for forgiveness when we have wronged others. In conclusion, the first plague, water to blood, is not merely a historical event but a powerful lesson with profound teachings. It urges us to reflect on our actions, recognize God's authority, and embrace virtues such as humility, justice, and compassion. By applying these teachings to our day-to-day lives, we can work towards creating a more harmonious and compassionate world, where the divine principles of love and righteousness guide our actions and decisions.